Hey guys and girls, I'm Allie and today we're technically watching RWBY Volume 6 Chapter 3, but today you might see that I'm in a little bit different position right now because I'm doing an unboxing right before my reaction. I'm gonna probably write down in the description when the reaction starts if you don't really want to see what I got. But right now, I have this beautiful little box from Rooster Teeth. A lot of RWBY stuff. And I'm gonna open it now. I've never done an unboxing before. I don't know how it really works, but technically you need more than just a little scissors. I don't have anything else. I might have butter knives, but we're going to do it with this one. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna cut something of that out, because it's gonna be a while until I open that. God, how do I do that? I'm kind of destroying this thing now, because because it's a little curved here, so I cannot like just cut through it in a straight line. Whew. Didn't think it would be so hard to get this thing open. It's probably not even gonna be open when I'm done here. I will have to cut again and again and again probably. Oh, or, ooh, I got it. Let's see. Ooh, we got a shirt. Yay. It's my beautiful favorite Team RWBY character, Yang. Oh god, I love it. I'm gonna wear it for the reaction, actually. I'm gonna change right after this unboxing. Where are you gonna put that? I'm gonna have to put it somewhere first. So, what do we have next? Speaking of Yang, I don't know how I'm gonna ship this back to Germany when I come home, but it's gonna have to do. She's coming with me everywhere now. I really like it. She's really in fighting mode, and she's probably gonna get a place there on the draw. Maybe not for this reaction because it's gonna take some time to get her out. Then, wow. Okay, for everyone who does not know that, I am technically with the Scouts. And yeah, you should only put on patches that kind of say what projects you made or where you have been, but actually I think it's gonna get on my uniform. Because I want to show everyone RWBY. RWBY is the thing. Yeah. That's gonna get on my uniform when I'm back home. And the last thing. Ooh. A beautiful Nora. I love you, Nora. I hope we see you again. Because now like the team's separated and I want to see the rest of Team Juniper. I'm always saying rest of Team Juniper. I didn't even like get another name. Maybe I should just call them Junior now. Because, well, we only have one R because RWBY is not with them. And so we cannot do Ranger, of course. But yay! Little Nora! In her Volume 1 to 3 outfit. Like Yang too. So it's like not the newest outfits. But yes, so that's everything in this box. See, it's empty. I'm probably gonna use the box for something else. I'm not gonna throw it away. But yeah, I'm gonna be right back after I changed into my new Yang shirt. And then I'm gonna be there with RWBY Volume 6 Chapter 3, and I'll see you there. I'm back, and I have the Yang shirt on now. I guess we won't get too much Yang this time, because, well, we have a little bit different things to do. Yeah, the Salem backstory. Oh, I'm so hyped for that. For everyone who watched my reaction to the previous episode, I was surprised, I was shocked. I didn't know what to say about it. Yeah, in retrospect, it seems very logical, but in that moment I was just done. I was done with the world. I was not trusting Ospen anymore. I'm still not trusting Ospen because he lied. And yeah, I'm super curious about what we'll get. I see the flashback Salem on the thumbnail, so we are gonna get that story. And not like sometimes in Volume 5, for example, when we got a cliffhanger and then one episode there was nothing about it. And only in the next, after the next episode, was the resolution of it. But yeah, we're gonna get it now. And I'm gonna start into it right away. Because I can't wait anymore. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Let me put this a little bit right. Yeah. Stay close, move fast. The darkness cannot last. No hope, no path. I hope they get like a resolution with Adam now. I mean, he can stay around as long as he wants to. I like him as a character, but I kind of want Yang to get some resolution because of the arm. But that's probably gonna wait for a while. I cannot sing. Okay, we're gonna see that. And that's an Ospen stage. And actually about that, with Jean pushing Oscar, or Ospen, I watched that one video from Murder of Birds. I'm gonna link it down in the description below. I like that theory about Salem being part of the Ark bloodline. Maybe they weren't called like that, but like that Jean descends from her. Very interesting. So we're gonna see. Ooh, we're starting right out.
Locked away by her cruel father, Salem was a girl who desired but one thing: freedom. She lived in a time when kings and their kingdoms were plentiful, when men and women were capable of greatness.
I like that they are in
magic
there.
Was a gift from the gods that all could wield. And
Ooh.
yet there she sat within her tower. Until one day, a legendary hero came to brave the challenges within the tower's
And that
walls.
is probably one of Ospen's
The
past
people of
lives.
the lands knew him as Ozma.
Ozma. How many names are they
Unlike
gonna...
those who had come before, this warrior was not driven by the prize of the young maiden's hand. He fought only for righteousness, and his pure heart and courageous soul prevailed. They escaped the wretched fortress. And yet, something bound them together.
And something had...
Ozma
Should have
had been ready
happened.
to give his life for justice countless times, but now saw a woman worth saving it for. And Salem, to her surprise, found her freedom not in the outside world she had yearned for, but in the eyes of the man that had saved her.
So, where should we go now? Wherever you'd like.
It's weird to hear her voice.
Planned adventures around the world and lived happily ever after.
It's a fairy tale. Well,
or at least, that's what should have been.
Yeah.
Ozma, the infallible hero of legend,
he died.
Fell ill. And where all of the beasts and blades of the world had fallen short, a single sickness prevailed.
Now I kind of feel bad for her, but what happened to her?
The gods, brothers of light and darkness, creation and destruction. Salem prayed they would see the injustice that had befallen her love and make things right. The domain of light was a sacred place. It was here the elder brother dwelled beside his fountain of life and creation.
She wanted to bring him back, right?
Where mankind would fall to ruin.
Whoa, okay. Is that a god of light? Wow. So the gods were around there at that time.
Please. Please bring him back to me.
I understand your pain, but you demand of me that which I cannot make so. Life and death are part of a delicate balance.
Let me guess. She destroyed that balance.
You won't do it then?
To disrupt the cycle of...
That's not fair. That's not fair!
Okay. Calm down.
Let him rest.
And that's gonna make her vengeful.
No. The god of darkness.
She's going to the other god.
None dared to enter his home, as men knew what monstrosities emerged from his blackened pools of annihilation.
But Salem, she doesn't care about
you must
that.
understand the Dark Lord's surprise when he found a lone woman kneeling before him.
Ooh. Wow. That looks disgusting. Okay.
Salem understood it well.
Okay, the
She
Grim.
told him of her loss and professed that she knew only
Did she
he
sell her
could answer
soul
her
or
prayers,
something?
all while careful to make no mention of his elder.
Rise, child, and let your faith in me be rewarded.
Okay.
Where am I? What is this? Where am I?
It's okay. Everything's going to be okay.
Probably not.
What have you done?
I have done what I please, brother. You may bask in the powers of creation, but you do not own them.
This is not creation.
Do not lecture me.
I will do what I must to maintain order.
Okay.
No!
The way he vanished, that was almost
Bring
like
him back!
You dare
Kira.
enter my domain and show such disrespect!
Ozma!
I am abiding by the rules we agreed
they're
upon.
gonna vanish him and
Rules that
bring
I
him
now
back the whole
set
time?
In your favor. And yet the king of mortal comes to pray at my feet before your own. So do your honor to lay your judgment upon me.
Ooh, he's a dragon? They are both dragons.
I
He's a
know we
Chinese
have
dragon.
Differences, but I have not come here with the aim to control you. The same, however, cannot be said for her. This woman came to you only after I denied her pleas. Pleas that would have disrupted the balance that you and I created. Together.
Then it seems I owe you an apology. Allow me to correct my mistake.
And he's gone again.
You monsters! Give him back to me! Give him back!
Losing control of her powers? Okay. What is happening? Why is she falling? Now I'm just
When you
confused.
first came to me, I did pity you. But it is clear now that your selfishness and arrogance have led you astray.
What did you do to me?
I have made you immortal.
Immortal?
Okay.
You cannot die. You cannot be with your beloved.
So long as this world turns, you shall walk its face.
Oh god, they
You
have
must
cursed
know
her
the
to
importance
be
of life and
alive, so she cannot die to be with him.
rest.
I just watched Vampire
Salem was a
Diaries
prisoner once
season
again.
5.
Her
Same
fruitless
thing.
attempts to reunite with Ozma eventually became nothing more than acts of spite and defiance against the gods. But perhaps the gods were not as powerful as they seemed. She had lied to them, turned them against one another. They were fallible. If she were to turn humanity against light and darkness, she could rid herself of their curse. Or at the very least, she could make them suffer.
She verges a fight against the gods themselves.
Salem traveled from one kingdom to another, telling tales of how she stole immortality from the gods, welcomed any swordsman to cut her down, and demonstrated her powers. With the kings and queens in awe, she pulled them deeper into her scheme. She painted them pictures of a time when they would no longer have to watch their loved ones wither and die, when they could claim the powers of their creators for themselves, and in turn perfect their own design. All they needed to do was destroy their old masters.
The gods.
The gods had hoped that Salem would learn from her eternal curse. And she did. She learned that the hearts of men are easily swayed.
And let me guess, this is where the gods
Led you
vanished.
down this path.
But it's cool to see how they all use this magic. It's great.
My own gift to them. Used against me.
Wow. Okay. What is he doing? Did he kill everyone? Like, everyone?
You thought there was no greater punishment we could bestow upon you?
I'll come back. I'll tell the rest of the world of this massacre. Build a new army.
You do not understand. There is no one left.
Just said that.
Are all that remains of humanity.
They made her the
This
only
planet
human
is a beautiful experiment,
alive.
but it is merely a remnant of what it once was.
A
And you
remnant.
will learn from this failure. I hope that you will learn from yours.
No, you can't leave. You can't leave. Come back.
Still demanding things of your creators.
And then how are there so many people? We know how the moon was destroyed! We know that now! Okay. It was destroyed when the gods left. That was a question we had for the whole freaking time.
She cursed the gods.
I have to watch.
She cursed the universe. She cursed everything. Everything but herself. She wandered the face of the planet, awaiting a death that would never come. Until fate led her back to the land of darkness. This was it. This had to be it. The Brothers Grimm, the pools of black that continued to give rise to horrific nightmares. If the Fountain of Life granted her immortality, then surely the pools of Grimm would finally take it away.
And then she changed.
This force of pure destruction could not destroy a being of infinite life. Instead, it created a being of infinite life with a desire for pure destruction.
Ooh. I like this, like,
and
middle
in time,
form.
She would find her adversary.
Yeah, what happened to all of humanity? Like, how are people still alive? They cannot all come from her, right? I mean, she cannot do that. Is he gonna bargain?
Where am I?
We are between realms. I'm afraid a tragedy has befallen your home at the hands of my brother. We have chosen to depart this world, but in our absence, I would like to offer you the chance to return to it.
I don't understand.
Mankind is no more, yet your world remains, and in time, your kind will grow to walk its face once again. However,
how
without our
long?
presence, they will be but a fraction of what they once were. Creation, destruction, choice, and knowledge were the ideals upon which humanity was made.
So that are the
Now,
other relics.
I leave them behind with the hope
Sword,
that you
crown,
are going to reunite
scepter.
yourselves.
Okay.
If brought together, these 4 relics will summon my brother and I back to your world, and humanity will be judged.
Now I
If
know
your
what
kind has
they
learned
are
to live in harmony
gonna
with
do.
one another and set aside their differences, then we shall once again live among you, and humanity will be made whole again. But if your kind is unchanged, if you demand our blessings while still fighting amongst yourselves, then man will be found irredeemable, and your world will be wiped.
That is
from
why he
existence.
didn't want to fight.
Until your task is complete, you will reincarnate, but in a manner that ensures you are never alone.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, but
Now I'm again feeling bad for
world
him?
just isn't as dear to me
Kinda?
without her. If I may, I'd rather return to the afterlife to see Salem.
She's
You
not
will
there.
Not find her there.
You mean she isn't gone?
Salem lives, but the woman you hold dear in your memories is gone. Heed this warning. Where you seek comfort, you will only find pain. So, will you...
I'll do it.
Very well. Our creation rests within your hands.
That's a big task.
And so, Ozma was reborn.
People are already around again.
Where am I?
How? Didn't like Salem... She was the only human on Earth, right? Just how?
Thank you. Please, tell me your name. Who are you?
Reincarnation.
He didn't know.
Ozma had found himself in a world completely unfamiliar to him. Cities looked different. Creatures known as the Faunus bore fangs and claws and were locked away in cages. And without the blessing of the gods, no one could perform magic like mankind was once capable of. No one but himself and a woman known as the Witch.
The Witch.
During his years of travel, he heard the same frightened whispers that spoke of a terrifying sorceress who commanded dark powers in the wilds among the beasts and
Who
monsters.
could that be?
Ozma was convinced that this witch was Salem, and decided he needed to see what she had become.
Ooh. But I still like that, like, middle...
Call it
thing.
magic, or call it something stronger. But in that moment,
Because she's different already,
the
but
two
not
knew
the Salem we
exactly
know.
who it was that stood before them.
Ooh.
What do we do now?
Whatever we like.
Okay.
As Salem and Ozma recounted the events which had brought them back together, each withheld parts of their story. Salem, fearing Ozma would reject her, blamed the end of the world on the gods. Ozma, still unsure of where the truth lay, kept his task and the relics a secret. Though time passed and all seemed well, Ozma's conversation with the god of light still lingered in his mind. He had found happiness, but humanity seemed more divided than ever before.
Are
And
you surprised?
somehow they became enemies.
This world is quite literally godless. These humans have no one to guide them. Perhaps that's all they need.
What are you saying?
We could become the gods of this world. Our powers surpass all others. Our souls transcend death. We can mold these lands into whatever we want. What you want. Create the paradise that the old gods could not.
The hearts of men are easily swayed.
The Grim. Ow. That hurts. They actually work together. Wow. And that is the statue
two
we
amassed a
had
following.
in the intro.
That following grew into a prosperous kingdom. And at the head of that kingdom blossomed a family.
Aww, the family. 4 daughters? Kind of sweet. So what happened? Why were they, like, divided among themselves then?
Are we sure this is right?
You said we needed to bring humanity together. In order to do that, we have to spread our word and destroy those who will deny it.
Become a dictator.
What are we doing?
Ooh.
This isn't what he asked of me.
What did you say?
Now he's telling her. Or he's trying.
Look!
They have magic
It
too.
was a miracle. Their children could perform magic.
Okay.
But what should have been a joyous occasion was short-lived. Ozma told Salem everything. The true reason the God of Light had brought him back. The relics that lay scattered around the world.
Wait.
And the day of judgment he had been told to prepare for.
I had an idea. I'm gonna talk later
None
about
of
it.
that matters anymore. Why spend our lives trying to redeem these humans when we can replace them with what they could never be?
Mommy?
then they fought. And this first shot looked like Harry Potter or something. Okay. Castle crumbling.
We finally had freedom.
But she wanted more. Okay. He's dead.
Thus began a long and painful cycle of death and rebirth for Ozma.
The music. That's
Some
the
lives
theme
were
we
spent
heard
in
when
mourning.
we
Many were
got to know
spent
Oscar.
attempting to forget it all. But no matter what, his mind would eventually turn back to the task he had been burdened with.
Yeah.
And as the centuries went on, Ozma began to learn the importance of living with the souls with which he had been paired. But no matter where or how he lived, her presence was always felt. If humanity were ever to stand a chance of being united, one thing was clear.
He had to destroy Salem.
Yeah.
Knowing he could never rid the world of her through any mortal means, Ozma sought out the power of the relics. Armed with my knowledge, he believed he could fulfill his promise to the God of Light.
Where are the other relics?
He asked me his questions,
What powers do they possess?
and though I gave him my answers,
How do I destroy Salem?
not all of them were to his liking. You can't.
Okay. He can't, but maybe the gods can? Maybe? Ooh, that's it? We only get the story in this episode, and it was 26 minutes long. Wow. That is just an expositional episode right now. Nothing more. But it's been done way better than before. Like the episode in Volume 4 when Crow told them about the gods. That has been like more like a World of Remnant kind of stuff. But here it was actually like visions, and you could like see the story, and I think that's a better method to do it if you really want to have a long expositional part. Yeah. Whew, we got a lot, and the sun is kind of weird right now. I'm just gonna leave it like that, but wait. Well, it's not gonna change that much. I'm just gonna try that it doesn't get in my face. Yeah, we had a long story right now. And wow, we heard a lot and saw a lot. So, Ozpin, or Ozma in the beginning, and Salem were lovers. He saved her life. He died. She wanted to bring him back. The gods didn't like her selfishness and turned her mortal so she could wander the world alone while he was gone. And like I said in the reaction, I just watched Vampire Diaries Season 5. I don't know if any of you watches that, but there is a similar situation of a guy who was turned mortal and who could never join his love in the afterlife. So it kind of felt familiar. Yeah, and then she turned everyone against the gods, and the gods destroyed everyone. And that is my question. How did the people come back? Because if the god of darkness destroyed everyone, how did they come back? I have no idea. Either, like, there have been millions of years, so they kind of developed again biologically or something. I have no idea. Maybe the gods, like, created a new kind of, not really race, but like a new kind of people to kind of make up for it. I don't know, that's a confusing part. But let's move on from that, because I'm gonna rant about it a long time, because I cannot find an answer. After that, how they found each other again, and they lived happily. But Salem wanted more. And, okay, the idea I had when I saw the children and everything, it was 4 girls. 4 girls, and they all wore different colored dresses. I think I can pull up a picture or something. But we can see one girl wears a green dress, one wears a blue dress, one like an orange-brown one, and the other one wears like a pink, rosé, purple dress, but with a little bit of orange. And I have the theory that the thing he said about granting his magic to 4 young women, is it gonna be his daughters? I mean, are his daughters the first maidens? Because it sure looks like it. I mean, there are 4 girls, they all have magic, they're all sisters. We heard it, they were sisters. And yeah, I'm a full believer of this now. Yeah, but moving on from that, yeah, Salem wanted more. And okay, in the beginning I felt kind of bad for her because, well, the love of her life died, and she just wanted him back. But like this, it kind of turned into something more. Like, I think in the beginning she wasn't too bad, but she changed over the years. She wanted to get what she thought she deserved, and she changed, and now everything that drives her is getting more and more of this power over humanity. She wants to turn humanity in her own kind of pawns. And they're on a good way to do that, both of them. And Ozpin, I'm gonna call him Ozpin because all those names that all start with Oz. And I'm just gonna call him Oz. And yeah, he wants to stop Salem because he can never have his peace when she's around. And yeah, I think when he was told that he cannot destroy Salem, the answer that kind of leads further could be, but the gods can. And I think that technically owning the relics, like they said in the episode, it can bring the gods back. And I don't know why Salem wants to have the relics then. I don't know if she wants to bring the gods back, or maybe she wants to bring them back and destroy them, or something like that. But yeah, I have a feeling that they're gonna bring the gods back to ask them to destroy Salem or something. And Ozpin's Oz's task is to kind of bring the people together, and that is why he signed the peace treaty as the King of Vale, or something like that. All those things. He didn't want to wage a war, at all, because he knew that that was his task. He had to do that. And it's kind of like a devil's circle. Do you call it like that? Because in German it's Teufelskreis. It's kind of devil's circle? I don't know. It's spiraling down and everything. So if he wants peace, he has to kill Salem. But probably to kill Salem, he has to get the gods back. But if he gets the gods back without the peace, then he's, let me say, fucked. Yeah, that's an interesting dilemma. And I still didn't forgive him for lying. I didn't. I still don't trust him, not totally, but I can understand some of his reasons now. And I can kind of understand some of Salem's reasons, even though she went too far. Yeah, and the last thing I wanted to talk about, because we have the story now, the moon. The freaking moon. From the first episode, the first, like, not even the first episode, it was before that, we had it in the trailers that the moon was broken. And since then, people have asked themselves, how did that happen? And now we know. It was when the gods left the earth, there was the big explosion into space, and it shattered a part of the moon. And yeah, for anyone who doesn't know it yet, some people, I still see some people who are like, but it changes, it bolts back together, and then it is different, and explodes again or something, I don't know. No, but it still rotates, kind of. But here the moon rotates in that way so that sometimes we can see the shattering, sometimes not. And sometimes we can see it right in front of, like, the other part of the moon, and sometimes we see it on the side. So, yeah, but we actually have the story now how it happened. That was like information overload right now. And yeah, I really hope that we're gonna go on with the story after that. Because, yeah, it's a fun little story and we know a lot now, but I kind of still want to see what they are up to. Like Team RWBY and also Team Junior. Like I said, for my unboxing, when I had my Nora figure there, yeah, that I want to see what they are up to. And they are in the intro, like, Jean is mad at Oz in the intro. So, because that didn't happen, I hope that they will see each other again in this volume. Yeah, that's what I hope. And I want to know about, like, I want to know about the old lady, Maria. Because we didn't get a lot of her. I still want to know what her purpose is, and I really hope it's about the silver eyes. And we haven't seen anything about the other villains since Volume 5. Like, we've seen Cinder. That's everything. We've seen Cinder. And nothing else. Like, we're Emerald and Mercury and Hazel and Tyrion and Watts. And Salem for that matter. We've seen a flashback of her, nothing more. So, I kind of want to know what's up with them. Yeah, and Adam, for example. We've only seen him scream and destroy a throne and kill people. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, and I really hope they're gonna go on with the story now, like with the real actual story and not with a flashback, because we got a lot today and I don't think we need more at the moment. And on this note, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!